to Live at 5. I'm Martin Jones Medium, and I'm coming to you live from Infinity Academy's HQ, or our home, here in Bournemouth in the UK. Every night we're live at 5, bringing you a different topic or different theme each evening. And Mondays are meditation, Tuesdays are inspiration, Wednesdays we do a reading review, Thursdays we do oracle cards tomorrow night, and Fridays we do a spiritual Q&A. So feel free to sit with me. We'll be live for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to be doing a bit of a book review this evening, just on the other side of the coin, on the flip side of the coin. Don't forget, we do have a development group every Tuesday evening here. We have a meditation group every Wednesday morning, and we regularly host classes, courses, workshops, etc. So without further ado, don't forget that the 30th of June, we're doing a colours, auras, and chakras workshop, speaking about colours, auras and chakras and how they work spiritually with us and how we can gain information from them to use within our spiritual work that we do. So this evening I've got a book for you. Last week we spoke about Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, which is a bit like a spiritual Bible for a lot of us that work spiritually. We refer to elements from that book all the time. We look at people's dis-eases with themselves, etc., etc. And I mentioned last week, so the book I want to review this week is a book by a man called Stephen D. Farmer even. And this book is called Animal Spirit Guides. So here it is. And this book is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It has a lot of information about animals. And the cover says, after the publication of Stephen Farmer's best-selling book Power Animals, many people inquired about the meaning of spirit animals, that they weren't contained in that work. In this book, Stephen provides concise, relevant details about the significance of more than 200 animals that may come to you in physical or symbolic form as guides and teachers. For each animal listed, you'll find general meanings relating to the visitation, practical ways that they can help you as a spirit guide, and how as your spirit animal, they reflect characteristics that you possess. You'll also find a Whom to Call On section that will tell you which spirit guide to invoke for any specific purpose. Now, it also goes on to say that Stephen Farmer is a shamanic practitioner, ordained minister, licensed psychotherapist, and former college professor with over 30 years' experience as a professional healer and teacher. He's appeared as a guest on a number of television and radio shows and is the author of several other books and articles, including the best-selling Sacred Ceremony, Power Animals, and Power Animal Oracle Cards. And that is a little write-up on Stephen Farmer. Now, I use this book incessantly. I've got 2 copies of it. One stays here in the library for people to use, and the other one stays in my work bag and goes with me to all sorts of spiritual events where I am doing readings, etc. Now, the reason it does is because he very quickly and concisely explains, if this is the animal you've seen, or this is the animal that's come to you, this is what it could mean. And it is just a wealth of knowledge. Each entry comes with a picture, and then basically almost like a page and a half to 2 pages per animal. It's all very legibly written. It's very easy to understand. It's easy to go through. And it is a fantastic resource to have. So if any of you are interested in looking up power animals or animals that have come to you in dreams, etc., etc., this is the book for you. Can anyone share with me what animals they might have seen in dream state recently, or an animal that's come to them sort of regularly in the last couple of weeks? If anyone can just share that. And then I will actually do a little sample of what this book's on about. So the first person to come back to me with an animal or a bird that's come to them in a dream or come to them, I will do the read up on it for you. Right, Anita says bear. Hi Anita. So bear it is. We're going to look up bear quickly. Let me find it. Beaver, bear. Okay. So Anita, this is for you. If bear shows up, it means set clear boundaries and don't compromise even if pressured. Ask for what you want, whether or not you feel you'll get it. Get going on that creative project you have in mind. Take care and some time out from your usual routines and spend some time in solitude. You may be in need of physical or emotional healing. Be gentle and show your love to those you're close to. To find answers to your questions, go inside rather than reading or consulting others. Okay? And then that's the basic meaning of bear. Hi Sean. Hi Dan. You see names popping up now. So that's the basic meaning of bear. So does anybody else want to volunteer an animal? Anybody else? I've given Anita a go, so maybe we can have one or two more. Any other people have an animal or a bird that's pitched up? While I'm looking at Dan's name, Dan's going live tonight. I'm going to look up owls now for you, Sue, and stag for Nicola. I'm going to do owls first and then Nicola's stag. Daniel for Shizzle is going on live tonight at 6 o'clock, and he's going to be talking about his product called Schweet. It's spelled S-C-H-W-E-E-E-T, 3 E's and a T. And Daniel does this sugar alternative. It's an amazing product, and he will be sharing news about that this evening. So if you want to find the page, SCHWEEET, and that will really be insightful. So do join him there. Right, so owl. Who's owl? So Sue, your son sees owls a lot. If owl shows up, it means meditate in silence and in darkness for a few minutes each evening for the next few days and see what is revealed to you. Be alert to any deception on the part of others, whether they're aware of it or not, and look closely behind any guises that they may wear. This is particularly ripe period to tap into the font of intuitive wisdom that's available to you. Quietly observe your environment, watching and listening for signs and omens that will give you the answers to any questions you may have. Now is a particularly significant time for prophecy, and you will see, hear, or feel events before they actually happen. Your most creative cycle now is the night, so set aside time in the evening to work on any projects. Right. And then I'm going to do stag and snakes. So stag, where was this for? Stag. There we go. Got stag. So who are we coming to? Nicola Lamley, you've asked about a stag. This says, there's an opportunity to release something that no longer fits your life so that room will be made for the new that's ready to be birthed and appear. This is a particularly intuitive time, so pay close attention to information that comes through psychically. You'll soon be invited to go on an adventure that will be full and challenging at times, yet ultimately rewarding as it'll deepen your spirituality in ways you never expected. Surrender and allow the movement of life to move you and express through you in new and creative ways that will manifest in third-dimensional reality. You'll soon have an experience with the fairy realm and spirits of the forest. This is a time when your masculine self or side is in strong expression, so you'll be feeling especially virile and powerful. I don't know if that helps, Nicola Lamley. And then Sean Barnes, I think I've said this right, Sean Barnes, says snakes. So let me look that up quickly. Now, snakes are my least favorite thing in the whole world, but they're quite pertinent because the snake is actually my birth year if you look at Chinese horoscope. So, snake for Sean. It says, if snake shows up, it means you're about to go through some significant personal changes so intense and so dramatic that an old self will metaphorically die as a new self emerges. You're going to feel a surge of energy that'll sharpen your senses, alert your mental faculties, and open up new channels of awareness. You're about to resolve a long-standing issue, one that has required a great deal of your attention. By seeing things in a new light, it'll be a good time for you to start doing either tantric or kundalini yoga. You'll experience a dramatic and unexpected physical or emotional healing very soon, coming from an unexpected source. Okay, so that's for Sean Barnes, I think it was. And that was to do with snake. Snake's also quite metaphoric about, being aware of snakes in the grass, shedding a skin, which I think is what they're referring to as the death of an old you and the emerging of a new you. So when you release that skin or that outer layer that you no longer need, a new you emerges through that. But very, very interesting book indeed, and one that I've found invaluable over the years that I've been doing readings for myself, for friends. So this sometimes happens for me. When I'm doing a reading, an animal or a bird will symbolically appear in the reading. If I'm doing oracle cards, sometimes they appear on the actual cards, like via the pictures. I often have students that come in and ask me about dream interpretation, and we go towards this book if we're talking about animals or birds. And also in my healing, when I'm doing treatments for people and I do any Reiki treatments, I usually have a symbolic animal and bird that both come in per client, and then the client gets a mini reading about the treatment, but then also with special attention paid to which animals or birds came in. So Animal Spirit Guides, Stephen D. Farmer, PhD. He is a fantastic resource. We actually do have his other book as well, the one that we mentioned earlier on, Power Animals, and I do have his Power Animals Oracle cards too. So really, really fantastic guide to invest in, and a good book to have if you end up doing any spiritual work at all. I would suggest, as always, the You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, Animal Spirit Guides by Steve Farmer, and my other go-to, which we'll probably end up doing next week, will be one of the crystal books by Judy Hall, who lives locally here. So Judy Hall, 101 Power Crystals is what's in my bag at the moment, and it's beautifully illustrated. We might actually do that book next week. So that's our reading review for today. Don't forget, we have development on a Tuesday, meditation on a Wednesday, and on Saturday the 30th of June, if you've got nothing else to do and you are interested or curious about spiritual color and chakras and how to unlock meaning from them, how to delve into them and just deepen your connection to your personal chakras, color and spiritual connotations to do with color and chakras, and just do an explorative workshop with us. We're here from 10 till 4 on Saturday the 30th of June, and the cost for that workshop is £50 a person for the day, and you just bring along your own lunch. But I do need bookings in advance because there are notes and handouts that are going to be given to the students. All your stationery and materials are supplied. All you need to do is rock up with your lunch and enjoy the day with us. So if you want to book onto that workshop, there are a few spaces left. Don't hesitate. Make that choice now. I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening. My name is Martin Jones. You're watching Live at 5. Don't forget to log in tomorrow night when we're going to be doing some oracle cards. So finally some readings. Yay! Everybody keeps asking me for readings. So tomorrow night we're going to do a bit of readings for people, and then Friday we've got spiritual Q&A. So get those questions into me so that I can formulate an answer for you and come back to you on Friday with my answers. Have a fantastic evening, depending on what you choose to do. Have a fantastic evening, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow evening here, live at 5. I'm Martin Jones. Have a great evening. Bye.